Hello, I'm John Hanratty. I'm running for council because the city doesn't support our neighborhoods. In fact, they consider the middle class expendable for special interest in their pet initiatives. Soon the city will only consist of the very rich and the very poor, with no bridge in between. Density for dollars needs to stop, and we need to take back our government. The multifamily upzoning ordinance legislates away checks and balances that protect our current residents. Speculators and developers are encouraged to replace middle-class housing with 4 to 6 story buildings that are filled with expensive apartments and condos. The current residents are unlikely to be able to live there. It's the Wild West. The neighborhood doesn't even have a slingshot. New zoning laws, indiscriminate removal of parking, traffic congestion, tree removal, and housing development all have profound impacts on our neighborhoods. The council voted 8-1 to pass the upzoning ordinance. As I knock on doors, the citizens' support is closer to 1-8 against. There's a disconnect. As a councilor, I will demand increased neighborhood voice, government accountability, fiscal responsibility. We must have a seat at the table on issues that affect us. The middle class is not expendable. The government lacks accountability for its actions. Laws are passed without clearly defining the benefits they're supposed to achieve. This makes it impossible to measure and evaluate the results. The results are instead measured by meaningless metrics. For example, the cycling safety ordinance measures bike lane mileage. Rather, it should be measuring improvements in safety, increases in cycling, and impacts on neighborhoods. Without meaningful goals, we'll never achieve the desired benefits and results, or be able to adjust to get there. Finally, the party's over. The city needs to adjust to the new reality of falling commercial taxes and fee revenue. In the past, the council has acted like we had unlimited funds and spent freely. Our budget has ballooned to over almost $1 billion. The current federal government and the rising rates of vacancies in Kendall Square will cause the burden to be shifted to you, the residential homeowners and taxpayers. The result will be higher housing costs for not only owners and homeowners, but also for renters, because landlords will pass these expenses through. I will push the city to prioritize our projects, implement the necessary projects, and to demand cost management to make sure we get what we pay for. I bring a unique set of experiences and perspective to address these. I've lived in Cambridge for 40 years. My son went to Cambridge Public School. I started several new technology companies in town, and I have actively organized the neighborhoods and community. My business career taught me the value of fiscal responsibility, engaging with stakeholders, setting relevant goals, and measuring results, and adapting then for success. Over the past 6 years, I've focused on community advocacy, forming the Neighborhood 9 Coalition and Cambridge Streets for All. I've engaged the city at many levels and on numerous issues to give the community a voice. I know the city government. We must change our government. To do this, we must vote for new candidates and new city councilors that share our values. Put new candidates on top of your list. Add incumbents that only after that share our vision. And above all, vote for John Hanratty, #1. Thank you.